So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your rough draft packet, and again, the purpose is not that we're all ready to write a rough draft right this minute, but we should know what to do with it when we get there. So I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to take you through the colors, and then we're going to work on this. Let's change our view here. First off, this is something you will turn in. It will be worth points. I am strongly suggesting that you write in pencil. I'm going to use a pen because it shows up better on the overhead. Why a pencil for a rough draft?
Because make a mistake, erase it.
Rough drafts aren't meant to be perfect. They're meant for you to work out those building of the sentences and make sure your essay is the way you want it before you type a final draft. So right now your job is to pay attention and follow along. You put your name at the top, of course. And you guys, I'm going to ask that you wait before you write. I'm going to be writing some stuff on this first paragraph and maybe a little bit here and there. The purpose of waiting is because, number one, you don't all have the same topic. I'm going to use the same one that I did for the outline, Women in the American Revolution, but that's not the only one, so please, wait. I'm going to talk about making sentences more interesting, and I'm going to talk about what these things mean, like grabber, position, and plan, and the rest of the packet has some little prompts like that as well. And then, so that it matches your outline, we're going to do some coloring. So get ready to follow along, but with a delay. Don't write too quickly, because number one, it may be a different topic. Number two, even if it's the same topic, you're going to want to make it more interesting and make it your own. So, where's my highlighters? I'm going to borrow these real quick. You guys, on your outline, what is that first sentence that you have? What color?
Green.
Green. So that's the position, and I'm going to highlight this green.
Looks yellow.
Oh, let me say, here's a checklist right here. This is for after you do your rough draft. You can go back and just kind of as a, did I check off all of these things? Make sure that it's a complete product. Now, notice I'm leaving this uncolored right now. But your position, and then what goes with your position is your plan. That's also green. So this first paragraph is basically colored green. This I left uncolored. If we were going to go by all the step up to writing colors, we actually colored this blue. I'm not even going to get into explaining why right now, but we're going to leave that for the moment. Have you already written a position?
Wait, what?
Oh no. Yes.
It should be at the top of your outline.
Yes, yes.
Could you take that position and put it right here?
Yes.
If I stamped off your outline, yes. Listen, don't do it just yet. So in the case of women in the American Revolution, I could say, women contributed to the American Revolution in several important ways, period. Would that be a good position? That would work. What if I want to make that sentence more interesting?
Yeah, you can do that.
Nancy, would you return your receipt? So if I wanted, I could do something called the occasion position statement. I could start this sentence with although. Although most of American history is written about men, comma, women had a large impact on the American Revolution. I have kind of set the occasion of the American Revolution, and I have taken a position then that women are important. And because that's a little more interesting, I'm going to go ahead and make that my position. Nope.
I'm gonna.
Write that down, right?
Nope.
Nope. Are you woman?
Although most of American history is written about men, women made a large impact on the American Revolution. Now, listen. If this is your topic, first off, do you have to do the although part?
Yes.
You don't have to.
I would.
It's a way to kind of spice up your writing and make your position a little more interesting. If you want to make this your own, could you change certain words in here?
Yes.
Yes.
So again, you could find synonyms and make it your own sentence. What if you are African Americans in the Revolution as your topic? How could you change this to fit your topic?
Although most of American history is written about white men, African American men made a large impact on the American Revolution.
There you go. What if it is Latinos of the American Revolution?
Although most of American history was about
It's written about American men.
American men.
Latinos made an impact. You guys get it. You guys get it. If you have the Enlightenment as your topic, if you have causes of the American Revolution as your topic, simply substituting doesn't quite work. You'll have to figure different ways to say that. And I can help you with that going forward. So if you think you know what to do, you can put your position in here right now. If you're not sure, don't worry about it. This video will be on the website. You can watch these instructions again. Now, the next thing that we have to deal with is the plan.
The plan.
The plan. And you're going to say, what's the plan? And I'm going to say, to get your work done. No, I'm going to say your plan is the, can I borrow your outline?
Yes. No. Yes.
So, the plan is your yellows.
My plan.
So what do we do?
The plan is simply listing your yellows. The plan is telling the reader what's coming up. So, in this case, Angel has 3 women listed here as examples. So I could say, although most of the American history is written about men, women made a large impact on the American Revolution. Some of those women were, and then I'll go right to my outline.
Lydia.
I'm not sure I've got that right.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, no, it's
Darrah.
And I think there might be an E in here, I'm not sure.
no, it's just Hayes.
And
Abigail.
Abigail Adams.
now,
Abigail Adams. I know her.
so
No, you don't.
your plan is to list the yellows on your outline. And again, change it for your topic. Because if your outline says you're going to talk about individual women and what they did, list their names. If instead your yellows are the different things women did, they spied, they cared for wounded, they fought in battles, then some of the things that women did were spying, caring for wounded, and fighting in battles. And again, transfer your topic and replace the appropriate words, and you'll have your plan.
It says go Tigers.
Who's got a question so far about the plan sentence? And again, just think of it. The plan lists the yellows in your outline. So, what's a grabber?
You
Reaching out, grabbing. Your language arts teacher maybe calls it a hook.
Oh.
That's from
Angel?
Like it makes you like it reels you into the story.
That's right. So your your grabber or your hook, it should get the reader into your topic. It should grab their interest and also introduce to them what the topic is. What's the overall theme here? What's the overall thing that everybody's writing about? Thank you, Garrett. The American Revolution. So the words American Revolution or Revolutionary War should definitely be in this sentence. And you can introduce your topic. And one way to do this is by asking a provocative question.
Provocative.
Provocative means something that provokes thought.
I know what it means.
Provocative.
I know. That's what I'm like. That's what I never read.
What does it sound like?
No one knows.
Say it.
Have you ever wondered, can you imagine what it would be like if, these are ways you can start this question. If you say, have you ever wondered, could you then take what's in your essential question and form it in there?
Yeah.
You could, ending it with a question mark for the appropriate punctuation. Have you ever wondered if women played a role in the American Revolution? No. Or you could even be more general. Have you ever wondered what women or how women shaped American history?
How what?
Or, again, what did I tell you? You should have the words American Revolution in there. Have you ever wondered how women shaped the history of the American Revolution? Or of America's War of Independence?
You know how you grab a plate and shape it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
By the way, if you've got all three of those done, you have the first paragraph in this essay done. Come on, it practically writes itself.
Oh, and
You have so cool.
I needed to be smart. Yes.
So, you guys, in the interest of your time, I'm going to turn this page in about 15 seconds. So if you are formulating, if you don't have this question formulated, don't worry, you can pick this up and do it later. By now, hopefully you've got a position down in your packet. Hopefully you've got a plan sentence based on your outline. If you don't have an outline done, then you probably can't do this. Your outline is what you'll need to get finished with the rest of our time today. That's about 15 seconds on my mental clock. I'm turning over to the next page. It's on the back of that front page. So, here you've got some clues. It says RDF and yellow. And there's one on down here as well. And in your explanation, and it says pink. And that covers all of these sentences here.
So we should like box that
So, you guys notice body paragraph, and this is my second paragraph, paragraph number 2.
paragraph number 2. Do we have the boxes? Is that green or yellow?
So,
Let me find out.
what's going to go here?
Yellow.
A yellow and a pink, they go together. What's going to go here?
RDF. Whatever.
Look, do I have this
Oh.
on the outline? This is your pairing right here. Your first sentence is going to introduce, in this case, Lydia Darrow. And then the pink sentences are going to include the information from your outline here. So your ideas should already be in the outline. Now, for those yellow sentences, what kind of word or words
Okay.
should be in that sentence? Transitions. You guys have another sheet you took from the counter?
Yes.
Yes.
Does that sheet have some transitions on it?
Yes.
Right at the top. So here's one right here. My first example of a woman who, what? Impacted the American Revolution, helped the Americans achieve victory. And fill in the blank. And again, if your topic is not women, it could be my first example of a Latino, my first example of an African American, my first example of what Latinos did was, and then you go on to explain. You guys notice a couple of boxes with hints in it here. According to. The according to goes in your pink sentences when we make it an essay. If it's a single paragraph, the according to is in the green. In an essay, it's in the pink. According to, so at some point you're going to give a quote or you're going to paraphrase from one of the sources that you read in your research, as well as adding sentences of your own thoughts on this issue. How many sentences should be in the pink area?
2, 1.
3.
3 to 4. 3 or 4. Could you have 5? If you've got more than 6, you want to consider, do I actually need an extra body paragraph?
No.
Yes.
Maybe not, but you might want to think about it. So, and then for transitions, my next example, or could you just simply say another example? You guys, I'm going to turn the page. I'm moving quickly.
Cool.
And here's our yellow again. Here is our pink. So, this is the pattern for the 3 body paragraphs. Transition words in that yellow sentence. And then, don't forget your according to. Hey, what's in this box right here? Adjectives, quote, adverb, short sentence with a question mark after it. What is that referring to?
We can't do anything.
Yeah, remember that meteor checklist for meteor writing? That's what I'm looking for in all of these body paragraphs, is that meteor stuff. There's actually 6 of them, and I'll make more of those so you have access to it. Finally, our last paragraph is all green.
It's all green.
It's all green.
Yes.
I know it looks kind of yellow on the screen, but it's green. So this first one is review the plan. Here's our plan. Some of those women were Lydia Darrow, Mary Hayes, and Abigail Adams. You might start this. I have told you how. I have told you how. I have told you about. I have shown you how. These are all ways you could start this. And you're just going to list those people again. I have shown you how Lydia Darrow, Mary Hayes, and Abigail Adams made an impact on the American Revolution. You're going to restate your essential question, which is also the title of your piece. And that may, and this you may bring the reader in with, so you may have asked And then finally, you restate your position. This is where you're going to use synonyms. You want that sentence to say the same thing as your position, but use different words. And to use a conclusion starter. There's a few conclusion starters here. I've got more I can show you if you need. So, who's in less of a panic now that they've seen this? It really isn't that much different than our 8-sentence paragraphs. You have to put more effort into the pink. You have to put a little more effort into the greens because instead of one sentence in an 8-sentence paragraph, your beginning and your end, your introduction and your conclusion, become 3 sentences each. And you certainly have to remember to mention your 3 different sources. But if you've taken good notes, you've got a good outline, again, it practically writes itself. Now, let me show you this piece of paper. It has our transition words that we already saw. It has an explanation of what RDF means, what the explanation sentences do, what the conclusion does. Flip this over, please. This is where Miss Rodriguez helped me out. Actually, she did pretty much all this herself. And what she did was came up with these citing evidence, sentence starters, and examples. All of these are for use in the pink area. If you're struggling with making pink sentences, look to the back side of this sheet right here. And you're going to get lots of help. You'll be able to fill blanks in and drop these into your writing. This is a great bank of sentence stems you can use. You guys got questions? Without questions, you guys have about a half an hour. I can grade your stuff. I can, and check it off in the book. I can help you, and I'll be visiting some of you with our summary templates.
Can you go back on the computer?
Yes, you can go back.